Welcome to Around the World in Four Corners with Sunrise Fan TL.
Around the world in four corners we go. Bingo nights and mornings glow. Feel the thrill of every round.
It's so lovely to finally meet you. I've admired you from afar for a long time, and I do enjoy seeing everything that you've got to share in-game. I appreciate you taking the time to chat with us today because it means a lot. So the first question is, where are you from, and how long have you been playing Live Play Bingo?
I live here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I think I've been with Live Play Bingo for almost 2 years now.
Nice. Yeah, I'm about the same. About nearly 3 years, I think.
I started in the welcome room when Helen was hosting.
Oh, that's a long time ago. I remember Helen. Yeah, Brian was my first. He was my welcome room dude. What name do you go by in the app, and is there a story behind your name?
Well, I first went by Sam, just S-A-M, all capitals, and that's my initials. That's my nickname, Sam. But the reason why I changed it to OGSAM 1 was because other players were using that name. I didn't want everybody to get mixed up and be like, oh, that Sam, you know? I do have another player name, which is my Google account name, is Lucky Ducky.
I did not know that. I'm pretty sure that you and I are Lucky Ducky friends on LPB. Even better, you got a rep. That's a cool shirt. I like that. I should really check out his website. I'm so lazy. And I should have...
He doesn't have he's on his website anymore, so...
Well, that's rude. Well, I'm glad that I get to see it through video with you then. What are your hobbies in life like outside of LPB?
Right now, I am going through medical treatment. I have found out I have a cervical cancer, so I am dealing with treatments on Tuesdays and Thursdays. As you can see, I look like crap.
No, honey, you don't. You look beautiful.
I go to school online for my bachelor's in psychology, maintaining Dean's List status. Outside of everything, my hobbies are playing with my cats.
Understandable fun, aren't they?
Playing bingo, of course.
Well, that's really good to know. So you're smart and you're pretty too. That works out really well. So how did you first discover Live Play Bingo, and what made you stick around?
I found it accidentally on Google. I was searching for bingo games, and I was reading about this game that says, oh, you can play with live hosts and you can chat with them, and I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. Besides Lucky Ducky, my first Google account that I acquired, and you probably have seen it recently, is Hobart Fan.
Okay, yep, I've seen Hobart Fan.
Hobart, he was the first host I started playing with outside that room, and, you know, at that time I thought he was the greatest looking man in the game.
Me too. I only started playing the game because I saw his face.
I was like, oh, okay, he's pretty cool. Pretty chill host, you know? So I went under that name, and then when I found out we could go on Facebook to acquire a Facebook account with your picture on it, you know?
Yeah.
Because I've seen everybody in the chat with pictures, and I'm like, how the heck can I get my picture on there? And they're like, oh, okay, you can go on Facebook, have an account on Facebook with your profile picture. So that's when I came up with my Sam account.
No, that's awesome. Alright, do you have a favourite host, and what makes them your favourite?
I like all the hosts, but my favorite is Lee. I like somebody that's mellow. Lee has got that voice that can really soothe the person down, you know? So even though people are like, oh, we can't hardly hear you and everything, you know, when he's hosting, and I'm like, I can hear him just fine.
I agree. There were a few times postpartum when I was playing and when my son was first born, and
like my feet on the ground. Oh, you like your feet on the ground. I-25 and I-26. Hang glider is hard wing. Yes, that's it. I-27.
Be my first, and then my second would probably be Brian.
Yep. Is it because of the funny voice he does?
Yes, yeah. I miss Brian and his little quirks, you know?
Yeah, Brian was a lot of fun. I'm sure he'll be back too. I have no doubt about it. So it's kind of not fair. We get to miss out on our favourite ones because they're all busy doing their own thing. But what do you usually do while playing? Are you chilling at home, or are you multitasking or something else? Or are you just playing bingo to play bingo?
My bingo time is at home and when I'm at treatment because I need distractions. I need a distraction from my school life and when I'm doing treatment and all that. So that's when I pop on bingo, you know?
I completely understand because it is a great way to escape, isn't it? Do you intertwine play bingo with your personal life, or do you use it as your own personal escape from the real world? And explain why.
Live play bingo to me is both personal because, as you can see, I kind of, I don't want to say help, but like with Victoria, you know how she has her jewelry line?
Yeah.
You know, I bought a necklace from her.
No.
And as you can see, I buy Hobart's merchandise. So I like to, you know, have Live Play Bingo as a part of my social life and my personal life.
No, they're good on you. And it's nice to support the hosts with their outside game endeavours too, I suppose, isn't it?
It's like with Hobart, I bought his coffee, I bought his shirt, his hoodie, his book.
Did he sell coffee?
He did. He sold coffee before.
If I had known that, I don't care the cost of.
It was Manuka honey coffee ground.
Oh, that sounds delightful. Something you might not know about
it
me
was.
is I'm 90% coffee, 10% water.
I'm not supposed to be drinking coffee, but I needed a little pick-me-up today.
You know what? Sometimes it's just nice to treat yourself. What's something surprising or fun about you that most of us players wouldn't know?
Okay, something that most players don't know about is I'm agoraphobic.
Interesting.
Yes. The only way I go outside is if I go to my appointments or I have to go shopping with my fiance. Other than that, I'm confined to my house. If I have to go someplace like Walmart or something like that, I have to have somebody with me or else I get chronic panic attacks because the only place I feel safe at is in my own four walls.
My sister is very similar, so no, I completely understand.
That's why I like playing bingo because I can chat with people on the game and not have that fear of them judging me and stuff like that, you know? Something that people don't know about me is I actually have 5 kids.
You got 5 kids.
I have 5.
Nice.
My oldest will be 24 this month. Oldest daughter will be 23 in July. My other daughter will be 22 in July. And then my other daughter will be 18 this month. My son and my third daughter were born on the same day but 6 years apart.
Cool. That is awesome.
And then my youngest will be 16 in September.
You do not look old enough to have a 24-year-old. I thought you were maybe in your early 20s.
Oh, God. I was 21 when I had my son.
Wow, honestly, I need your secrets because...
I don't ever wear makeup. I've never worn makeup in my life. I'm 2-part Native American.
Me too.
Cherokee and Iroquois.
I can't remember what mine is. I just know that my great-granny was half South American, indigenous South American. That leads back to the whole spider web of genetics. It's crazy. But no, that's nice. That's really nice to know about you. I like getting to know you. This is fun. Have you made any friends through LPB? And if so, tell us about them.
I have made some friends through LPB. I only talk to a couple on Facebook. I don't do the whole video thing with them, but
Yeah.
like KJ.
Yeah.
King John is a friend of mine on Facebook now. He's been a very supportive friend of what I'm going through. You know, if I need to talk to somebody, he's there for me to talk to. I'm friends with Maggie, of course, on Facebook.
Yeah.
But I don't talk to her really that much, except for when it's on the game. Of course, friends with Tim now on Facebook. Well, I think Jen, her and I have recently become Facebook friends, you know. But KJ's the only one I really associate with more outside of the game.
Yeah, he's very personable, isn't he? I'm really glad that you have that friendship. It makes me happy. So shout out to King John. What do you love most about being part of the Live Play Bingo community?
How understanding people are about what other people are going through. You know, we may not live in the same vicinity. We're talking to people from other countries, but when somebody posts that they're going through something, like me, when I found out a couple weeks ago that it's dealing with another type of cancer form, I love how the hosts and everybody are there with you.
They really do. They really do. It's nice. I've been watching how Hobo interacts and, you know, how he gives you all of his nurse advice and everything from when he was allegedly a nurse. I was having a bad morning, very bad morning. You had said that you'd had one of your first, I think it was your first treatment, and Hobo was giving you all this advice and it brightened my morning. So I'm like, oh, that is just the sweetest thing. It really did. It brightened my morning to see you two interacting. And I'm like, oh, well, you're going through this totally terrible thing. And here he is, like, he could have just ignored your chat and not said anything, but he was giving you all this advice, and I thought, well, you know, gosh, that's something we need more of in the community.
When I was talking about school, when I was talking about all these classes I was taking and all that, he goes, oh man, I never had to take that, shoot.
He's so funny. And when he starts talking about AFL and the Collingwood Magpies, I hate AFL with a passion. I abhor the sport as a Sydney sider. I'm more an NRL supporter, a National Rugby League.
Right.
So, yes. So I've given it to him so many times, and I'm like, oh, AFL, it's terrible. I find it very funny.
Like when we talk about football here in America, and what is it? Craig calls it kicky bully thing and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've got names for all the footballs. So because my husband's a big soccer fan, because his dad was from England and whatnot, so he's a huge Liverpool fan. For NFL, it was why are they wearing so much gear football? Because I don't understand. There's not as much contact as in NRL, so I could never understand why they wear so much gear.
America, it's a full contact sport where if you don't wear the gear, you're going to get severely hurt.
Yes. So, and for me, watching a game, it's very hard because I'm like, why are you wearing all this shit? And then you've got people playing NRL over here. Like, check it out. Like, check out on YouTube when you have the time. NFL players react to NRL players. And honestly, listen to some of the clanks and bangs. You can hear the hits of the bone together.
You know, rugby game and all that. And I'm like, yeah. No.
So, yeah,
It's violent. It's aggressive.
Exactly. Like, that's why I could never, like, our boys, they wear headgear and a mouth guard. And that's it. So, like, it's, you know, it's just the culture for me more than it, like, the culture shock for me. So, but yeah. If you had one message for the rest of the players, what would it be?
Okay, I'm just going to let people know that are OG players and those that are new that come into the game. Don't beat yourself up if you don't get eggs, if you don't get or finish a collection and all that. It's just there for fun.
100%.
Don't beat yourself up if you're not going to level up because all the people have higher levels, you know?
Yeah, no, actually, that's a perfect message because it's something I've been thinking of myself lately. People have been way too hypercritical of themselves.
Careful if you get jackpot or not. I'm just there to have fun.
Exactly. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've missed number 3 and number 4 in this most recent collection. And they got to the point where they're not even shadows anymore. They turned back into question marks. That's how many times I've missed them.
I don't really care about the partners thing because not everybody's going to finish a partners event. Not everybody's going to finish those, what are they called?
Yeah, the little one.
Meters. Yeah.
Yep.
I like this golden ball thing that we have now.
I'm sucking butt at that one.
I've only had like a couple of golden balls, but it's not the end of the world if they don't show up on your bundles and everything. And they're like, oh, we can do this now because we went on the web store or on the in-app store and we bought this bundle. Here I am sitting here buying the daily boost.
But I will get a daily boost every now and then, but because of the conversion rates, if it's a good day, it'll cost me about $14. If it's a bad day, it's $24, and I can't afford that all the time, you know.
Right, I understand.
Yeah, and so, all right, what does Live Pay Bingo community mean to you on a personal level, and how has it helped you?
LPB's helped me a lot. When I go on the game, I have fun. You're friends with everybody. Nobody's there to judge you. Nobody's there to criticize you. And the hosts are there. It's helped me a lot because, like I said, I have my good days and my bad days. When I'm going through treatment, and the one day I had a really bad treatment day, and I was so sick when I got home. And I was like, oh, this is a bad day. I go on Live Play Bingo, and I think it was around Bradford's hour. I think it was the second hour, and I was like, I'm having a really bad day in Bradford, and everybody's like, it's only going to get better. Don't worry, it's going to get better. Don't get down on yourself for having a bad day, because everybody's going to have a good day or a bad day. I needed to hear that, because by the time he said that, and I actually had to get off the game, and I didn't come back until I think it was KJ's hour, and I'm like, okay guys, I'm feeling better and everything, all is good and all, and everybody's like, oh, that's good to hear. So those that were with me during the Bradford hours, that came into KJ's hours, they're like, I'm so glad you're doing better and all that. So, you know, it's like, everybody's like family to me on that game, you know? Even though we're not related, everybody's still family to me on the game.
I love hearing that, because I feel much the same way. That's really good to know. I really like that. You are so much fun. I can see us being very good friends. I really do. Okay, so this is your very last question. Other than the community and the hosts, why do you keep logging in?
Why do I keep logging in?
Yeah.
Because it's so much fun to play, you know?
Yeah.
There are days when I said to myself, because like I get done with my schoolwork or I'm taking notes online for my school, and I'm like, okay, I need a break. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to play this.
I do the same thing.
It's like every time I need to breathe, like I clean house on my good days, and then on my bad days, I'm like, I'm so freaking bored. I don't got treatment today, ain't got school today. I'm going to go play bingo. It's an addiction that you just can't get rid of.
But it's a good one.
It's a good one that you don't need therapy for.
Exactly. So we need more people addicted to live play bingo.
You spend less money playing bingo than you would going to freaking therapy.
So true, because everyone's happy to give advice out. So it's like, oh wow, like, you know, my boyfriend wants to break up with me. What do I do? And then you got all the players, you know, giving you advice and everything. Right, you don't need a therapist because everyone at LPB is your therapist.
The host can't help people in the chat.
I like that. That's I think that's my new favourite thing about LPB now. They're my free therapist.
And I'm going to school to be a psychologist, and I'm like, man, I can actually give people advice on here for free.
Then that can be your pro bono work because, you know, all that sort of stuff and whatnot. And then,
For free. Okay, your first consultation is free.
oh mate, I think if I took you up on that, I'd have your head done in within 5 minutes, I reckon.
I'll be sitting here going, where's my beer at?
Yeah, you'd be rocking in fetal position going, why did I offer this? I don't want to be a psychologist anymore.
School never taught me about this person. Sorry, I call myself my own personal comedian.
You're not wrong though. Oh, you're good. You're absolutely hilarious.
Hey, life's not fun unless you can make somebody laugh.
Laughing is so good for the health and the soul and the mind, body, spirit. I'm a big proponent in laughter. It's the best medicine. Just my opinion.
Right? None of those can make me laugh, like Craig and all that.
He has me in stitches sometimes because I don't play very often with the UK hosts because it's night time for me there when they're on, and I don't often play with them. But if I get on and there's Ollie or Craig, I'm like, oh my goodness, you guys are just hilarious. And then some of the stuff that some of the players say to him, and then he gets all blushy and everything, but then he tries to respond without getting in trouble. That's what it seems like.
He really puts his foot in his mouth sometimes.
Oh, he does, but that's what makes it so much fun, you know, like
The lamp of love.
yes. But when I first saw Love a Lamp, I know who the player is, but once I first saw it, I'm like, the hell's this story, Love a Lamp? That's weird. And then I was told the story of why she named one of her accounts Love a Lamp, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to play. And then I saw him get out his lamp one day. I'm like,
The hunka burning love.
bless him. Yeah, he's hilarious. If you need a good laugh, you jump on him and play with him.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for joining us for our community spotlight. So this has been so much fun, and I really appreciate it.
Globe